with the meeting, and as mentioned, welcome to everyone, and thanks for joining today in this webinar. We are organizing together with the Peruvian Mining Innovation Hub and EU-LAC Digital Accelerator. The goal for today is to introduce a set of challenges from Peruvian corporates who are looking for startups in Europe, are looking for solvers in order to solve the challenge they have. So today the meeting is going to be focused on introducing those challenges, meeting the companies, meeting the mining innovation hub from Peru, so you can get a good overview on what kind of opportunities we can provide to startups in Europe. And just to begin, let me share my screen so I can give you a brief introduction about EU-LAC Digital Accelerator and what's our scope, our goal, and why we are here today. As mentioned, I mean, we are EU-LAC Digital Accelerator. This is an initiative funded by the European Union, and our main goal is to accelerate digital transformation in Europe, Latin America, and the Caribbean. This is the main goal that we have. And we do it by connecting corporates and startups to address together a digital transformation challenge that we have in those geographies, in those continents. So we are a platform that connects corporates, challenge from corporates with startups in order to solve together some challenge. This is our main goal, and this is why we are here today. What's in, one direct question, what's in for startups, SMEs, what's the value that we can provide to our audience today? So there are two main assets that we are providing. First one is challenge. I mean, we provide international business opportunities, in this case in Latin America, but on a general basis, we are providing opportunities in Europe, Latin America, and the Caribbean. So as for today, we have 92 challenge who are corporates who are looking for solvers, and this is one of the value propositions that we have. So we facilitate those matches, I mean those partnerships with those corporate. This is the first value that we are providing to you today, to startups today, access to those opportunities. And secondly, what we provide is a voucher, is up to 30,000 euros in kind services. I mean, this is not a cash. Those are services provided by the partners of the accelerator in order to support the implementation of those projects. We understand that getting to work with a large corporate takes time, takes work. So we are here to support, not only to identify those opportunities, but also during the process of testing the technology, understanding the market, soft landing in a new country, in a new region, and so on. So within the accelerator, we are providing those services in order to provide support to startups, to corporates during the first 6 months of operations in a new country. So that's the value we are looking to provide to all the startups today. And hopefully you can find some relevant opportunities for you, and we can support that during our acceleration program. And just to get you and just to provide an overview on who we are, this accelerator is conformed by a consortium of 8-9 partners in different locations with different expertise, and altogether we are able to support startups in their technological development, in business development, in getting access to funding, to investors. So we have a balanced set of capabilities, of skills. We are a well-recognized institutions within our ecosystems, really used to work together with corporates, startups. So we hope that this channel, this platform, is a good way to do international businesses. And as this happens both in person and online, we also have a matching platform. I will be sharing the link as well into the chat. So in case you want to look those 92 opportunities, you want to be updated on new ones that we are going to be uploading during upcoming months. So please get there, get into the platform, play with it, and it's quite easy to use. And hopefully it will provide you an overview on how you can get access to those opportunities, on how you can connect with those companies. Here's my email in case you'd like to connect or to write and discuss in deeper detail. But as for today, I mean, that's it as for the introduction of EU-LAC. I mean, we are here today to get to know the Innovación Minera del Perú, their corporates, their challenge that they are promoting within our accelerator. So I will pass the floor to Angela. Angela, all yours, so you can introduce the companies, the challenge that you have for startups, and any questions you may have during this webinar, please, you can write it into the chat, raise your hand, whatever you want. It will be more than welcome to get to know your questions. So Angela, all yours.
Thank you, Miguel. So hi everyone, hope everything is fine. I am Angela Acosta. I am from the Hub de Innovación Minera del Perú. So today we are going to present the challenge that we have approached from our associates that are the mining companies. Please let me know if you can see my screen.
Yeah, we do.
Perfect. So maybe one of you have seen the hub. I don't know if anyone knows about it or if you have the invitation and check what is the hub. So if you don't worry, we are going to present it right here. So where is the hub? We are an association that was born as an initiative of our mining companies to facilitate the innovation and collaboration in the sector. We promote collaborative projects and co-development and response to their challenge. We have 4 main objectives. One of them promote a culture of innovation and collaboration, reduce the effort to connect with the ecosystem, accelerate the development of initiatives that solve challenge, position the mining sector as an innovative sector. So how we work? We have 3 principal shafts. One of them are enhance talent and culture among workers of associate companies. So we bring to them workshops and also that are our talleres, workshops, and the programs in team. So in this, we want to connect with our mining companies, bringing them no solutions, but bringing them new tools they can work on. So this is our program of talent and culture. We also have another shaft that is create a space between peers to propose innovative solutions and promote cross-learning. So this is called Methods Hub and Meet Hub. We have 3 principal shafts in Mesa Hub. That is our Mesa Hub of sustainable mining, our Mesa Hub from intelligent mining, and Mesa Hub from innovative culture. So in these spaces, we want to bring the innovation to our principal associates in different areas. For example, we have in sustainable mining all the tailings area, also the social part, also water. So we bring solutions related to them in this space, and we connect with the specific areas. And in our Meet Hub, they have a little different context. There are more with our partners and associates, from example, innovations from UK. So we bring 2 or 3 innovations from that country to be present in one of our Meet Hubs. And finally, our third shaft is we are actively search for innovative solutions in response to our associate challenge. So this is more like an open call, and we have our Reto Ágil, Red Hub Scouting, our program No Minero Universitario, that this is more a connection between academia and the companies. Inside of the big convention Peruvian, we have Peruvian Hub. So this is our 3 principal shafts that we have in the hub, and that is how we work with our associates. So from the EU-LAC, we have 8 mining companies that are participating in these challenges. We have 14 challenges that we are identified. So the companies are Alpayana, Tamina, Minera Bateas, Buenaventura, Hatbay, Nexa, Poderosa, Ibixora, that is from the group Perricorp. So this is our mining companies that are participating right now in the challenge. Some of them they are going to connect today to solve all the technical questions that you may have. So I am going to present the challenge. Then we have, like Miguel said, we are going to have at the end a space from the Q&A. So there are our companies that are going to resolve one of your questions. So for this first meeting that we have our first Q&A session, we have 3 main thematic or 3 main topics that we want you to talk about. So we have 2 challenges in water resource and social engagement. The first one is measuring real-time bathymetric variables in sectors with high runoff flows and water reservoirs to assess storage and sediment volume. This is a challenge from the mining company Buenaventura. The second challenge is real-time monitoring flow rates, discharge, and their impact. This is a challenge from the mining companies Bateas and Buenaventura. In energy and underground operations, we have more challenge. The first one is real-time monitoring of mobile equipment and personnel in underground mines using leaky feeders or lighting system. This is from the mining company Buenaventura and Nexa. Also, we have detecting and preventing the advance of uncrushable in advance, improving reagent dosing through automatic dosing bulbs and density control chambers for monitoring thickening and grinding and regrinding process, monitoring geomechanical failure remotely to prevent low-cost rockfall incidents inside mines, and finally, calculating contaminants in zinc refinery, roasting and purification swiftly and cost-effectively. This is all these challenges that I mentioned in the second one, in energy and underground operations, are from the mining company Next. Then we have our third main topic, that is smart lining and preventive maintenance. We have 2 challenges that are enhancing, preventing, and predictive maintenance of mine air compressor using machine learning techniques. This is from the mining company Poderosa. And finally, utilizing core data from high tonnage mining truck combustion engines and practice and preventive maintenance, encompassing models like the 793F, Ultra Class Komatsu 930, and other brands. This is from the mining company Hatpi. So as you can see, we can have three main topics that are water resource and social engagement, energy and underground operation, and smart lighting and preventing. You can check all these challenges. They are also in the EU-LAC platform. But if you have any questions of any of these challenges that I present today, you can let them in the chat. One of our mining companies are going to solve your technical questions, so be free to let them in the chat. We are going to have a second session on September 27th. So we have our three main topics that I present in the session of today, but also we have one new one that is mineral exploration and characterization. So we have one more challenge in water resource and social engagement, that is automating the collection, analyze and management of big data from diverse news and event sources to enhance accuracy and efficiency in identifying and mitigating critical risks and mining units, thereby improving safety and community relations. This is from the mining company Hadley. In energy and underground operations, we have two challenges that are monitoring geochemical failures remotely to prevent low-cost rockfall incidents inside the mine from the mining company Bateas. Then improving control over drilling and loading parameters to optimize the loading process of drill holes with explosive and in advanced fronts. This is from the mining company Alpayana. In smart lighting and preventive maintenance, we have real-time monitoring of mobile equipment and personnel in underground mines using leaky feeders or lighting system from the mining company Alpayana. Then preventively identifying track tire failures using artificial intelligence from the mining company Antamina. Then utilizing core data from high tonnage mining truck combustion engines for proactive and preventive maintenance, encompassing models like the 793F, Ultra Class Komatsu 930, and other brands. This is from the mining company Antamina and from the other company Bitsora, our technical company Bitsora. In mineral exploration and characterization, we have two challenges: improving indirect exploration methods with P-wave and S-wave velocity data from microseismic monitoring system from the mining company Poderosa, and measuring and characterizing mineral hardness with sensor during the drilling stage from the mining company Antamina. So if you can see here in this second session that we are going to have, there are some challenges that can repeat from the session that we're going to solve today, but if you can see also, there is for another mining company. So our mining companies are very different. They have different operations. They can have the same challenge, but their operations are different. So in this case, that is why we want to know each company and each challenge that they have. It can, as I said, it can be the same challenge, but maybe it's not the same problematic or the same process that they have. So it's important that you know both our mining companies and their respective challenge. Also, to clarify that today we are not going to solve this challenge from the session 2. These are going to be solved on September 27th. What are the next steps? If you have not yet signed up from the EU-LAC Digital Accelerator, you can sign up the matching platform. We're going to send the link by the chat too, if you want to register. Once you are registered, review the challenge and filter them by the mining category. If you consider that your technical solution can solve any of these challenges from the mining companies, from the hub, you can send your proposal indicating the challenge you want to apply before October 7th from this year. You can you can check the emails that are in the screen, but we're going to also send them by the chat. The proposal will be sent to the Mining Innovation Hub of Peru. Sorry about my cat. Proposal will be sent to the hub and also be evaluated by the mining companies. So as you can see, we have different challenges. We have different mining companies that present the challenge. So they are also going to be evaluating your solutions and your proposals. So we are going to have maybe technical questions and beyond. So be prepared also to that. If the mining company considers that a technical solution can solve the challenge, then we are going to have a meeting. This meeting will be established by the startup. If the mining corporation and European startup decide to work collaborate through an alliance, they may apply to receive acceleration service from EU-LAC. Currently, call number 2 is open and closed on October 31. However, a new call for new alliance will be open in the coming months. So you have also the link there, and we are going to send them to the chat too. This is all about our challenge. Remember that we are going to have a second session, and I'm going to present the challenge from today. We are going to solve all your technical questions. So I think we can start with the Q&A part. I don't know if any of you have a question, you can bring it to the chat or also open your mic.
I would like to make a question. Can I make it now?
Sure. Okay. You can.
So
please.
If I have understood,
sorry,
I just want to confirm what Miguel has replied on the chat. So if I have understood the correct, we present like potential solutions for the challenges. And then if somebody's interested in, then there is a possibility of getting 30,000 euros to help. But this 30,000 goes entirely to Tecnalia, which offers like a services for the company. Is that correct?
Hi, Aki. Yeah, more or less. Let me clarify.
Yeah, I understood your answer. My question is very direct.
No, great. Yeah. First, we are supporting on finding providers to those challenges. No, so
yes.
This should be negotiated with the corporates. And projects needs to be agreed with the corporate. So this is like the first step. If this is done and you have a startup and a corporate have an agreement to solve the challenge, you can send an application to the accelerator. This is not mandatory. I mean, you can close an agreement with a corporate and that's it. But if you feel that's needed to implement the POC or whatever is being agreed, you can request our services. Within the accelerator, we don't provide cash. I mean, those are in-kind services.
I'm not asking cash. I'm just asking, when it is a question about the proof of concept, like in our case, we have ready technology. We are ready to make a proof of concept tomorrow. But it requires that there is like some software installation, there is maybe some travels, there is maybe some hardware needed there. So there is a real cost. But now I understand that has to be agreed with the corporate, right?
Yeah, that's it. Those costs are not covered by the accelerator. We are complementing what is provided by corporates in order to provide support in POC, market analysis, funding from Tecnalia or from from other partners from the consortium. So,
okay.
But
additional question. I have presented at least 10 replies for the challenges, and no corporate has reacted by no means. I mean, somebody should send a question, how about this? How do you make this and that? But there is no response. Why it is so?
So this is something for sure we will work to be improved. I mean, we are getting a high amount of proposals, or corporates are getting a high volume of proposals for the challenge that they are providing. So we will review this case. So sometimes they don't have or they don't get to reply to everyone. Or they don't get to send a customized reply to everyone. But anyway, this is something that we will work to be improved. But they review everything that is received within the platform. In some cases, they get quite a lot of proposals. So it could be also a matter of not getting to be able to make a reply to everyone. But
yeah, there is some. I was checking at today how many replies there was. The replies per challenge were between 3 answers to 7 answers. We have replied over 10 of them. It's a little bit surprising that no questions, no comments.
Okay, yeah, as mentioned, we will check, and proposals sent are review. It could be a matter of not getting the time to provide a solution, a message to everyone.
Yeah.
But the solutions, I mean, are the proposals, I mean, the message are being reviewed and are being checked. And companies receive everything that is being received.
Okay. Fine.
I think we have a new question on the chat, and I think that it goes also related to the program itself. So maybe Miguel, you can help us out with it. So Cassava Singer asks, how are IP and NDA related topics regulated, and can we send directly quotations if we have the solutions for the challenge already in the market?
Okay, so as for the first question, no, regarding the specific solution, I mean, the challenges are quite specific. As mentioned before, they are looking for very specific solutions. So it's a matter of going to the platform, checking the marketplace, and reviewing if it could apply. And related to IP and ADA, to send a direct quotation. I mean, as for the accelerator, I mean, there is two parts. First, an agreement needs to be signed between the startup and the corporate. So obviously, if some NDI is required to send a quotation, this can be discussed. But on a general basis, those are treated as a commercial opportunity. I mean, as you are in front of a customer, I mean, the first step is to get an agreement with the corporate, as you will do in a commercial deal. If that requires IP NDAs, so this must be agreed, but may not be required, or at least just to get this is not required. Once you get an agreement with a corporate, in order to be accelerated, you sign with the accelerator an NDA, an agreement regulating IP and confidentiality. So and if you provide IP is yours. So we are not getting any IP.
Yeah, Miguel, just to comment you, most of the challenges they have here from the Latin American market, if you look at any mining company in Europe, at least half of these, they are already sold and they are in operation. There is not that much new things here. In the European mining industry, they apply almost everything over here already in practice.
And the challenges are the same technically because it's the same physics behind.
Yeah, yeah. The mine. It is a hole in the ground, and the machinery is same. The challenges are the same. So in Europe, half of these challenges exist solved in operation. So that's why I'm really surprised that no comments, no questions, like this leaky feeder technology, what they are promoting is from Stone Age, really. There is no European mine who is using leaky feeder still.
I don't get your point, Aki. You are about the challenge. I'm not getting that.
The most of the problems what they have is related to the Internet of Things, IoT.
Yeah.
IoT is only possible when you use some kind of IP technology. And they are insisting all the time in every now and then there is like a comment that, okay, I want this technology, but based on leaky feeder. Leaky feeder is a cable which is installed in the tunnels. It's like leaking the radio frequency, and it's working with the analog radios. So if you have some kind of measurement of the temperature, gases, oxygen, anything what is constant measuring, you can't do that with the analog devices. Or if you can, you need to use 3 years to develop something which doesn't make any sense. Did I make it very clear now?
Yeah, I mean, but this is something to be discussed with the companies. I mean,
Yeah,
when
but
they are
that's what-
stating the challenge they have, the problems they have, and it's a matter of discussing with the corporates which is the best solution to be implemented. Yeah.
Correct. But that's why I'm so surprised that no questions, no comments. And if you look at any European mine, they have half of these answers done.
Okay, I get your point, but as mentioned, this is up to corporates, and we will be taking a deep look into this. But and this is a process. I mean, those challenges are being published. They are getting a proposal, so the process is open. It's not closed yet.
Yeah. That's why I said that I have proposed at least 10 different solutions.
Okay, so if
maybe
that
10
fits,
or 12.
Okay, so we will review, and if that fits, we will get in contact. The companies will get in contact in case they feel that this could fit.
Yeah, and that's why I was also asking, how is this 30,000 used? Because we don't need to have any proof of concept or studies. We just go and implement. We show them how it works.
Okay, so but there are two separate things. One is the agreement with the company. Then is our services. If services are not required to implement the proof of concept, that's fine. But for some other challenge, for many challenges that we have, this is required because companies need to get established. So, but this is an option that you can can have. Yeah, could be the case. That's it. Okay. I think there are more questions about how do you secure not arbitrary decisions while the assessment, while the decision phase is threat. If I get it right, I mean, as mentioned, this is like some other commercial or sales activity. I mean, you get in the market, you get to meet customer needs, you make proposals, you discuss proposals with the customers, and this is I mean, this is the assessment that we do. I mean, making a proposal that is feasible for corporates.
Thank you, Miguel. I think that we can continue with some of the questions that we have in the chat, and they are also related to the program. So I think that we're going to be jumping to you as well for this one. So Javier Garcia Robles from Open Cosmos asks, is it possible to present two companies to present a joint solution? For example, for the bathymetry topic, must have in situ measurements and satellite observations. Can you present the solution for the challenge with the partner? I think that he's asking from the solver side. In this sense.
Yeah, that for sure. In fact, we will be starting to accelerate the partnership with 3 companies. So this is the case. It was a corporate posting a challenge, and it's going to be solved by 2 solvers. So this is feasible. This can be done. Yeah, for sure. And we appreciate that's being the case. I mean, the more people we get involved, the better. So it can be done.
Okay, thank you, Miguel. Do we have any new questions in the chat? We're gonna go jump, and since we're talking so much about the program, we're gonna go and jump a little bit to ask some questions directly to the companies that are here from the hub that are accompanying us. So we're gonna be asking a few questions to see how the role will be and how what is the expectation really when we're talking about understanding their challenges and working with them. So we have a question for the company La Poderosa. So what would be the parameters that intervene in the process, and what is the importance and the function of each of them? So you want me to also restate the question in Spanish, you can tell me and I can translate. So this
Can you repeat the
question will be-
question? Can you repeat the question?
Yeah, so for the Poderosa company that is accompanying us for the development of the challenges and for the understanding of the challenges, what are the parameters that intervene in the process, and what is the importance and the function of each of them?
Pero relacionado a qué proceso, a qué se está refiriendo.
Al proceso referido pues al reto que tienen ahí, Enhancing, Preventing and Predictive Maintenance of the Mine and Air Compressors Using Machine Learning Techniques. Estaríamos hablando de los procesos relacionados con el reto que tienen ahí.
The question which is enhancing, preventing and predictive maintenance of mine air compressing using machine. The typical thing is that you install some kind of microphones which is listening to performance of the compressors, and if there is a change, you may use artificial intelligence and inform them that there is coming to change and you have to react. So you have to install the IoT sensors, microphones in this case, or if there is some kind of other data available from the compressors, you pick up that and then you transfer that to the central control center, and they take decisions over there.
Thank you, Aki. I don't know if La Poderosa, if it is within the team, can provide any other insights regarding the processes that they expect for the challenge.
Hola, Ani. Buenos días. No sé si me escuchas. Juan Rodríguez por acá.
Sí, hola Juan, ¿qué tal? Sí, si necesitas apoyo con la traducción, Anne nos va a ayudar conmigo.
Ya, ok, gracias.
Lo único,
bien.
si son temas muy técnicos, vamos frasecita por frasecita para que a mí me sea también más fácil pues enviar el mensaje correcto.
Ok, es tal cual como lo mencionaron. Nosotros captamos las señales de los sensores del compresor de aire, que son básicamente señales de presión, temperatura, flujos de descarga, parámetros eléctricos y vibracionales. Y todas esas señales en línea las integramos al sistema de control. Básicamente son todos los parámetros que operan, ¿no? Ya sea como parte interna del compresor como parte externa del proceso.
Entonces, okay, if I understood correctly, the goal is to combine on these variables, the signal of the sensors, the vibrational sensors, everything that is expected to be aligned with the control tires, right? That are directed to enhance this predictive and preventive maintenance solution, right?
Sí, presiones, temperaturas también y señales eléctricas.
Okay, so pressure matters, temperature matters as well, are going to be taken into account into the process.
Sí.
Thank you, Juan. Gracias, Juan. Listo, vamos a continuar con Nexa. We're going to be continuing for Nexa, the company that is also here with us, regarding their contamination in the refinery in zinc. How do you expect that these measurements to be made? And what congregations and what concentrations of range are going to be expected to be measured?
Yes. Hello everyone. Thank you for the opportunity to come here. In fact, we can share with you like more technical response in I don't know in that one in a form of documentation, for example, a document. But in general, for this challenge, is that today we have like a laboratory that makes this takes these samples. So they analyze and they give a response about how are the contaminants in that sample. In the refinery process, we have a process called purification. And here the idea is to know how much, for example, cadmium or copper is in that sample. So it can be reduced with another reactant, for example, zinc in form of ashes. So they have this process. Today, this information is like with a period of 1 hour or 2 hours. So what we are looking for here is to have almost the same type of information, like from a laboratory, but having that in less time, like in only 10 minutes or less. So we had in the past like some samples or some proposals from companies that they wanted to make a solution based on software, so they can predict this contamination with these samples that are out with a period of 1 hour, for example, 2 hours. But we've seen that this is not usually correct because it's still a prediction. So there's a lot of error in this type of solutions. So what we are looking for is if there exists solutions that may be already implemented, or maybe a new kind of investigation to make this type of solution that could be like not only software, but also hardware. So maybe make that process of the laboratory faster and so on and so forth. Then again, we can provide you with information, for example, about the instruments that are used right now in the laboratory in our unit or in our smelter unit. We can provide you that information in a document, but like the summary here is just that.
Perfect. Thank you, Leonardo. We're going to be continuing with you, and this is going to be related to the challenge that we have on leaky feeders. So
Yes.
it is with what infrastructure of connectivity do you count actually for the operations that you do have, and how many sensors do you actually use for the ratio or the wideness of the service itself?
Yeah. So in this moment, what we want is to have information about position. So the only expected information could be where is the person, where is the equipment. that is what is located inside the ground, the mine underground. In later processes, we would like to have more information in terms of temperature, I don't know, generation, all that kind of information that could help us to have monitoring in real time. Like really quote it because it's not possible, I guess, but to have more information in less time. So right now it's just the proposal, the challenge is to locate people and equipment. But then if that's possible, if that's okay with using the liquid feeder, we would like to have that information like temperature or speed of the equipment. Is mainly because we want to control better our load or equipment, mobile equipment inside the mine, and to have better information about their status, like their condition, if there's something wrong with them, so we can act immediately, not wait until they go outside the mine.
Perfect. Thank you again, Leonardo. I don't know if we have any questions from our attendees regarding Leonardo's response.
Yes, I think Aki is asking something. I've answered the first question, I guess. It's about the contaminants that are. I wrote those in
Sí,
the
sí,
chat.
la pregunta de contaminantes está claro. Vamos a buscar una sensor que puede redactar y conseguir
Yeah,
esta
exactly.
información. El resto es
That's it, yeah.
software. Y la segunda era la localización subterránea. Si
Correct.
me facilita su email, le mando hoy mismo unas presentaciones como lo hacemos ahora.
Perfect. I will write it down.
Ok.
Thanks. You have something?
Okay, we're gonna be continuing with some new questions for Hat Bay's challenge. So the first one would be, is there any logic or criteria for the predictive maintenance for each type of vehicle, or how many aspects are in the variable or varying in the process? So para el reto de Hudbay, si existe una lógica, un criterio de mantenimiento predictivo por cada tipo de camión o qué aspectos varían en él.
Renato, Cristian Alcón, ¿están por ahí?
Ya, hola, ¿qué tal? Buenos días, no sé si se deja escuchar.
Sí, Renato.
Hola, ya, bueno, me voy a dar un poco de apoyo a Cristian. Si bien es cierto, dentro del área de confiabilidad mina, existe un proceso de monitoreo de condiciones, entendido, por cada camión minero, y estos involucran cierta cantidad de información, ¿no? De diferentes sistemas, por así decirlo. Tenemos un sistema que vendría a ser de gestión de mantenimiento, donde se lleva el control de los cambios de componente, en este caso serían los motores. Posterior a esto, también para determinar algún tipo de fallo en estos motores, se realiza llevan un sistema de análisis de aceite, el cual de forma cada 15 días, por así decirlo, recolectan muestras de aceite y determinan qué minerales hay dentro de, este, de esta muestra, por así decirlo. Ahora también tenemos lo que es un sistema de ferrografía, datos de ferrografía que vendrían a ser los elementos bueno, el metal que se encuentra dentro del, del motor, por así decirlo. Y por último también tenemos el estado de salud de los motores, ¿no? Que involucraría datos como la temperatura del motor, la presión, si mal no recuerdo también la velocidad con la que está trabajando, y entre otro tipo de información, ¿no? Entonces, lo que se busca realizar en sí, lo que se está buscando es que en base a toda esta información que tenemos, se pueda predecir algún tipo de falla en el motor de un camión minero, ¿no? Ver cómo es que tal vez todas estas variables se correlacionan entre sí y nos puede dar una respuesta.
Vale, perfecto. Muchísimas gracias. So we're going to be talking about how we can interchange the variables that are looking to be predictive, right? So in that sense, we are looking to work with the change of the components of the vehicles that are being used. Also, how we're going to be taking the samples of the oil that is being used in the vehicles every 15 days. And also, we're going to be talking about the health that we have within the motor, right? So we're going to be measuring different variables such as the pressure, the temperature, and the speed of work, right? That these motors work with. So in that sense, what are we looking for, right? We're looking to predict the possibility of failure within the vehicles and the motors that and the engines, better said, that they do have. So we're going to be continuing en la misma línea para vosotros, para Hudbay. ¿Qué otros sistemas o sensores adicionales contienen los camiones actualmente y qué funciones cumplen? What other systems or additional sensors do the vehicles have and what functions do they serve?
Bueno, tendríamos esos sistemas actualmente, ¿no? No habría otros adicionales.
Mm-hmm. So in that sense, the response will be that they are using the ones that have been presented. Y para finalizar con este reto, which is the data in which the actual analysis is based? Is it from the same source or do we have any additional intervention? So, ¿cuál es la data que se basa en el análisis actual? ¿Es de la misma marca o hay una intervención adicional sobre la misma?
No es sobre la misma información.
So in that sense, we are working with the same information. Thank you very much. So any new questions? Remember that you can also raise up the mic, participate actively, or add new questions within the chat.
I want to clarify the process that if you have any of the solution or you have an idea of a solution, you have to present it by the platform, by Tenalia. So please keep that in mind. And also, I've been seeing the chat about your solution and also all the technical aspect, and you also want to upfront directly. So if you present a general idea of your solution and to clarify that, they are also the next steps that are the NDA. So as you can see in the chat, so if you need an NDA in the process, you can ask for it. So don't worry about that. So if you need that, we can work with our mining companies and help them to sign the NDA in case it's necessary. So please keep that in mind.
Okay, I don't know, Anne, if there is any other question.
Yep, I'm filtering over here.
Okay.
Yeah. So We are analyzing here some questions that we have from our tech that have been sent. So this is for challenge number 1. The challenge is how could we monitor the real-time flow rates, the main discharges affluents, their quality and their effect on the receiving body with the reduced infrastructure, and also ensure the compliance with the current legislation, right? With alert thresholds. So in that sense, the questions are, what equipment do you currently use for topographic surveys and how often are they conducted? Which sectors have topographic data and why are they being prioritized? And what activities do you carry to ensure the proper remediation design? So in that sense, this is for challenge number 1 for Buenaventura. So in that sense, we can...
Sorry. Yeah, sorry, Buenaventura was not available to connect today. So also if we can talk about that, you can see the challenge in the platform in the EU-LAC platform. So sorry about that, Buenaventura will not be able to connect today. Just a quick annotation on that maybe some of you talk about that are solutions in Europe from the challenge. Maybe that is true. So in this case, the many companies have some solutions in mind from this challenge, but they want to know about more solutions that can be more efficient, and also that solutions that be able to connect with our country. Remember that in Peru we have all the operations from the mining companies are about 4,000 meters above the ocean. So it's a very high. It's very high, the operation. So keep that in mind, and we want solutions that can adapt to that geographical areas in the country. So only that.
Thank you, Angela, for the clarification.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I was seeing Ivan willing to participate. Do you have any question?
No.
Okay.
No, sorry.
Okay, no worries with that. So we have the last questions directed for the companies in the hub of the Innovation Hub in Peru. So in that sense, we have another question for La Poderosa. I'm gonna state in Spanish and then I'm gonna go back to English. So tenemos dos preguntas. ¿Qué otros parámetros, aparte de los expuestos, se han monitoreado? Y, pues bueno, ¿qué otros parámetros podemos estar esperando, no? Parámetros eléctricos, por ejemplo, ¿cuáles serían? So what other parameters, aside from those that are already mentioned, have you monitored? So for example, do we have electrical parameters that we need to be taken into account? So which one would be those? So para La Poderosa, ¿qué otros parámetros expuestos aparte de los mencionados se han monitoreado?
Hola,
Juan, sí, ahí está
Sí.
Juan.
Sí, Juan, se te escucha perfecto.
En los parámetros eléctricos, nosotros registramos principalmente corriente, tensión o voltaje, potencia. Básicamente son los tres parámetros eléctricos que nosotros monitoreamos. Ahora, hace rato mencioné una cantidad de variables, pero por cada una de las variables que mencioné, tenemos distintos puntos de medición. En el caso de presiones, por ejemplo, tenemos 4 puntos de medición de presión.
Juan, disculpa, creo que se te escucha un poquito bajo. Mil disculpas que te corte.
Perdón. Hola, ahí me
Ya,
copian mejor.
ahora sí, ahora sí, por favor.
Ya, en lo que respecta a presiones, nosotros tenemos, por ejemplo, hasta 4 puntos de medición de presión, ¿no? Igual en la temperatura de la descarga, vemos puntos de aceite dentro del compresor. Bueno, los parámetros vibracionales que mencioné. Ahora, si bien es cierto, parte de un compresor o algunos indicadores que nosotros manejamos actualmente, como por ejemplo parámetros como eficiencia o indicadores de eficiencia, no solamente dependemos de las variables que nosotros medimos en el compresor en sí, sino también del ambiente mismo. Entonces, para calcular estos indicadores, por ejemplo, también necesitamos medir, y lo hacemos actualmente a través de unos sensores, la humedad del ambiente o en cada una de las estaciones de compresión de aire, porque los compresores están ubicados a algunas estaciones a 2.500 metros, otras están a 3.000 metros, ¿no? Otras están a 1.600, 2.000 metros. Entonces, la presión atmosférica, la humedad relativa y la temperatura ambiente en cada uno de estos puntos, pues varía. Entonces, monitoreamos también estas variables del ambiente en cada una de las estaciones y los incluimos, por ejemplo, en los cálculos de eficiencia isentrópica. Y todas estas variables, pues, las historizamos y guardamos. Y nos sirven, pues, para integrarlos en algunos modelos que ya hemos venido probando, ¿no? En los algoritmos de Machine Learning.
Okay, thank you very much. So basically, they are mentioning about different variables such as tension, voltage, power, and how they have different measuring points, right? So they are also having compressors and some indicators like efficiency and how they depend not only on the variables that they present. They also measure the ambient humidity for the air compression and the atmospheric pressure as well. So in that sense, these measurements need to be included in their efficiency calculation. So in that sense, they are integrated within the algorithm within machine learning solutions. So from the chat side, I'm seeing that we may be having covered all the questions. So any new ones are welcomed to be answered. Yep, so I think that we are covered within the questions section.
Okay, so I believe we can close the meeting. I mean, you have our contact details. You have access to the platform. I mean, the challenge are still active. They are looking actively for solutions, and they will be open for some time. So this is the time to send proposals. So we can check them, evaluate them, and get to those partnerships. So from my side and from EU-LAC, thanks to everyone joining today the meeting, and thanks to all the companies also joining us today. Angela, if you want to close with a few words, I mean, that's fine.
Sure. Only to mention, as Mel said, that we are going to have a second session on September 27th. So please join us in that meeting, and also to know about more the other challenge. Remember that we have a new topic from the day that is mineral exploration and characterization. We hopefully want to know more about your solution. So please enter to the platform, and we are going to work together to present the solutions to our mining companies.
Okay, so see you and thank you so much. Thank you to everyone. See you in our next meeting.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
for participating.
Thank you so much.